good? Oh shit. Decided to do a little quick live because it's been that kind of day. It's actually been a really good day. It has been a really, really good day. Um, sadly, sadly, I did buy a defective, um, what is it called? The stove, the propane stove. So sadly, I did buy a defective propane stove, and also the what you call it, the I bought. I don't want to. I would get it, but it's look, it's not far. It's really just right there. But I have my back curtain up. This one right here. Yeah, and it's so touchy because it's the Velcro, and I just stick it to the roof here, but it's so touchy, and I don't feel like I don't feel like it. But the little cook set that I bought is so tiny. Like the pictures are so misleading. Oh, my curtain right here is coming off. It looks like I didn't stick it through the fabric very well, but I sure stuck it to my thing pretty good. It's also why I need to get these done properly so that I can just stick them up, like hopefully with magnets or something. Sorry, I'm so close, y'all. I'm just trying to put my window curtain back up in the corner right there. Okay, that's good enough. Well, hello, hello. Welcome. What's good? I just wanted to come live real quick, just to discuss this mobile dwelling. I have to admit, I really like how this is looking, like in the camera. Oh, so first thing, before we talk about, or before I talk about the challenges of SUV life, van life, whatever. Now, first, let me say it is absolutely my number one choice. Absolutely love being a mobile dweller. I wouldn't change anything about it. I wouldn't do anything differently from Hotel Honda to here in the Mercedes Mansion. I love it. But it does come with its challenges. And, social media, I know, right? Wait till I get finished with it. Wait till I get finished with it. I love it. Yes. Oh, Hotel Honda. Hotel Honda. Yes. Yes. We remember Hotel Honda. And it never looked like this. It didn't get a chance. But that's where I started. And social media will really have people thinking that everything is just glitz and glamour. And for one, we need to differentiate the van life, SUV life, campers or travelers versus those of us who live full time and we either work or run a business. So we can't go traipsing around the country. You know what I mean? And mobile dwelling definitely comes with its own set of challenges. Mobile dwelling is not going to solve all of your problems. It is not going to change the way you cope. If you need to really work on your coping mechanisms and your coping strategies with how you deal with the things that life throw at you, then mobile dwelling is not going to just magically make that happen. So, like I said, I bought this for one. I'm so tired of eating out, and just buying cold. Like I have a cooler, I have to buy ice, and it can only keep like certain kind of stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired of starving and I'm super busy. So I'm tired of starving. So I said, okay, let me just go ahead and get this little propane stove. Well, it's not little for one. It's a pretty good size. So today I went and I got it last night. Today I went, I got myself a turkey leg. I bought my coffee, my pour over stuff, everything I like for my coffee. And I'm thinking I'm gonna come back. I was actually gonna go live earlier while I was cooking my turkey leg and just shoot the breeze and jam with y'all. Well, first of all, I did a short about that so you could see the dilemma with that. But again, that was a dilemma. And then the little cook set I bought was tiny. Like the picture made it look like the biggest one would at least fit my turkey leg in it. Yeah, no, it won't. It's like this big. So I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. Um, so that's gonna go back. Like I really I don't even need it. It's just it's nice because it's compact, and they fit inside of one another. But I just don't need it. And it was only $5 and some change. However, I don't have the space to just keep something because it was $5 and some change. I don't need it. So that was one thing, right? So the next thing is um, with with parking. I do want to talk about parking, which is can be challenging for me. Like right now, I'm parked alongside the Pacific Ocean, which is great. There's meters, but they don't really come and check them. So I kind of split the bill with California, with Huntington Beach every now and again. You know what I'm saying? So, California got enough money to where we can split that. We can split that meter bill. But they really don't. Where I'm at, they really don't come and check like that all the time. And this is, it's just locals. It's coming to enjoy the beach. However, I am about 20 minutes away from where my clients all live. And so if I wanted to just park somewhere closer, it is a challenge. Like trying to find somewhere to park that's not alongside the ocean or that I'm not comfortable parking in residential neighborhoods. I'm just not comfortable with that because I'm just not, whatever the reason may be, I'm not particularly comfortable with that. Although in Huntington Beach and in Newport Beach, I feel like it would be okay. Um, but I'm just not. For like things like this, like my window coverings aren't all the way to my window. And although these back windows are lightly tinted, you can still, I'm sure, see the light. And I just don't want to be in a residential area. Somebody see this unknown car, they don't see it before. And, I do what I can to avoid the knocks on my window. But it is a challenge. Depending on where you stay, like in Arizona, I had my one when I had Hotel Honda. I just had my one spot that I parked in, um, and it was cool. It worked for me. But um, parking can be a challenge. Can be a challenge. One thing I learned from Hotel Honda to now is like going to the bathroom. So immediately when I bought the Mercedes Mansion, the very next day, I went on Amazon and I bought my toilet immediately. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna play these games. This is not my first rodeo. I need a toilet immediately. Like that could not wait. So I bought that ASAP. And I would recommend it. And being in the Mercedes Mansion, I don't have space to keep something up. So I opted for this type of thing. And of course, as you may or may not know, in mobile dwelling life, everything needs to have a multiple purpose. So it collapses like this, and it also comes in black and blue, but I wanted the green camo. So it collapses like this, and I really like that because I don't want to have to keep it up. And it's really not big, but it can also be a stool. So it collapses like that. And this little piece is the bottom. And it just goes in there. So that keeps the bottom together. And it's fabric. It's fabric, as you can see, and it's very durable. So I put in my liner. I put in one of these. I put in first, and then I put in my thick black uh, heavy duty trash can liner on it. And so then this goes on it like that. And you have the lid. So it's very, very sturdy to sit on. If someone had more space, they could keep it up and like how Chrome on Van City Van Life keeps his toilet paper and everything in there. That's absolutely doable. Again, in the Mercedes mansion, I don't have space to keep it up, and I don't want to. I actually bought it because I like that it collapses. Um, I just, for me, I like that. I really, really like this. I really like this. So I got this on Amazon, and for right now, I just store it right here. I just store it down here. You can't see, but so that can be a challenge as well. You know, going to the bathroom, having a bathroom, whether or not to get a toilet, whether or not to get some kind of shower, outdoor shower, anything like that. I have a Planet Fitness membership. Um, Another challenge with mobile dwelling, laundry. Um, I think being agile and being versatile is a requirement of being a minimalist and especially a mobile dweller because you don't have a lot of space to make a lot of dirty laundry. Even if you get a build and you got a cute little spot to keep your dirty clothes, you don't have an apartment or a house. So it's not like, and then you probably don't have a ton of shit either. Like at one at from my 20s to after I got divorced, I had a ton of shit. Shoes galore, shoes I hadn't even worn, clothing I haven't even worn. I had a couple of brand new coats that I had not worn, and I was big on buying leather and suede. Um, so it's like you're not gonna have all that stuff, right? So with the little that you have, you don't want to just make a bunch of dirty laundry to save for. Oh, uh-huh. 2 days. At least you tried it. And if you ever, really get back into it, now you know. Like those are things that you need to accommodate, 2 days. That's funny. It's really, and that's why I wanted to do this because people watch videos and see, and even when we speak about it, because many of us, especially us that really live full time, like this is it. Even when I spoke with the guy that will be doing my build, which I will be getting to that on this live stream, like I told him, this is my home. Besides my businesses, this is everything I own. So, just keep that in mind. This is my home. I'm not, a traveler. I'm not a camper. I mean, I am a camper, but I'm not this this is my home. So, um it's it's really a different mindset. It's a different, type of outlook that we have when we're doing this full time daily, especially those like I really admire those that travel with pets because your girl right here cannot and will not. It's just I can't imagine. Like this is no space at all. But I feel like this is a fucking mansion coming from Hotel Honda. And imagine putting something else in here with me. I can't. However, using the bathroom, showering, parking, it can be those are some challenges. Those are some real life challenges. And even cooking, right? So I bought this two burner. I didn't go with the Coleman. I went with the Ozark Trails. And it's missing a freaking knob. Like I said, I did a short on it, so you can watch that. It's missing a knob. I couldn't get the propane in there. It just seems like it's hella defective. So once it's working, once I get one that does working, that is working, here are some of the challenges that I already know are gonna come. For one, I don't have the space to even think about cooking inside. Like not at all. I won't ever have a roof vent. I have a sunroof that I can open, but I won't ever have a roof vent. So it's not like I can, suck the air out to keep the carbon from the carbon monoxide from fucking killing me, because I don't. I won't be cooking with the door open. And some days it may just be too windy outside to cook, even though it has the little things they call the wind bear. It just may be too windy to cook. And it's gonna be a matter of, okay, well, do I eat something cold if I have something cold in my cooler, or do I just go and buy something to eat? So for me, even the little challenges is exciting. It's like, oh, it's a problem for me to solve, and I'm all about that. So it's really exciting. It for me. There's nothing about it that I don't like. Now, I do get frustrated if I try to park somewhere else, and then I'm just like, fuck it. Let me just go back to where I know, go back to where I know I can park. I'm comfortable, I'm safe. I actually like when heavy cars or trucks drive by and it rocks the mansion. I really like that. I like how it feels. So that for me is a benefit. It's a plus. Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I don't hear anything. If it's raining like crazy, I don't hear anything. Uh Once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. So I really like sleeping right on Pacific Coast Highway. I got the ocean right here. This is my driver's side, and right here I have, um, the street. So PCH is just right there. Cars zooming by, and I love it. Like there's nothing I don't love about being a mobile dweller. So now, for me, because I'm so at peace with myself, with my life, and with my journey. Like I love my entrepreneur journey. I love my mobile dwelling journey. So I have no complaints, and I'm so grateful for everything. But I just want to let it be known that it doesn't mean it doesn't come without challenges, right? It does come with its own set of challenges. And hopping out, back and forth, and just the whole process. You can either look at it like this is an exciting journey for me, or this shit is so frustrating and it's not for me. I'm not going to do it. You there's really no in between. When you take yourself to such a minimalist lifestyle, it's there's no in between. You're either going to be okay with having maybe a maximum of 5 pair of shoes, maximum, depending on the type of vehicle you're in, or maybe you're not. Maybe you really are defined by the quantity of possessions that you have. If that is where you are, then, but you're also intrigued about mobile dwelling, uh-huh, I actually am spoiled. I am spoiled. I've always had everything I needed and wanted. I've always had an abundance of everything. But for me, I also never, ever from a child, I also never liked um, living according to society standards. It, I don't like that. I always knew I was going to own my own business. I never liked working for anybody. I don't like, um, I never ever wanted a house, the white picket fence. To me, that's all debt. From the time I was a little girl in school, I saw the American dream as being what it actually is, the fact that you can be born into a poor family, and if you're willing to act on your ideas and your thoughts and not give up and pursue and be courageous and tenacious, you can go from nothing to wherever you want to go. And that's what I always wanted. So I definitely am spoiled rotten. I've always been spoiled. So for me, it's the freedom. It is the freedom. I never liked having neighbors. I don't like what society says this is how you should live, and this is success, and this is, comfort and the standard. So, and I live in a mansion. How many people can say they live in a mansion? You know what I'm saying? Like, I absolutely love it. And once we get this build out done, I'm gonna fucking love it. And I mean, come on, is this not spoiled? Is this not spoiled? Baby, I'm not gonna have no fucking reflectix up in here. I'm not gonna have no reflectix in here. No, this is the Mercedes mansion. What I look like with reflectix? Do I look like a reflectix type of woman? No, I don't. Okay. Okay. But do you have faux fur white walls though? I'm so silly. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. That's one of the, like, the first apartment I moved in after I got divorced. One of the perks of that particular place was I got to choose to have a wall, an accent wall. And I got my living room wall painted blue, and it was perfect because it matched my dining room chairs. And, it was just like, I love that. I love that I could live in an apartment and have an accent wall. And then when I renewed my lease, I got to choose it again. So I got an accent wall in my bedroom. So now I just, like, this is, I just, I totally feel you. I just love it so much. I feel like even earlier today, I was just smiling like a fucking Cheshire cat because I, I, I love my life. I love my Mercedes mansion. I love that it's packed with all my shit. I love my little disco lights right here. I just, I love it. I have my Planet Fitness members. I found a bomb ass laundromat right here in Huntington Beach. Bomb ass laundromat. For me to be a minimalist, to go from being an extreme, having way too much shit. Thank you, thank you, to downsizing, being a minimalist. I'm telling you, I feel like I have every amenity I need. And even before I got the Mercedes mansion, one of my favorite affirmations is no, no, no. I'm pro masturbation, but I haven't even masturbated in a while. But I'm not lonely. I'm not lonely in my life at all. And here's the thing: when it comes to a guy or guys or um, whatever combination that I choose to get with, For me, if they're not ambitious, and I've tried for a few years since I was in Arizona. If they're not ambitious, I'm really not interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in dating um, an employee, anything under a CEO. Honestly, I'm not interested in dating anyone not ambitious, not wanting to build a legacy. So I don't want anybody around me. Like, I'm so focused on my grind right now and achieving my goals for both my cleaning business and my media company that I can't have someone around me that I don't relate to and they don't relate to me. Because like my employee homies that I know, I can't talk to them because we can't relate to one another. I don't want to hear your gossip, so I'm not interested in talking because I don't want to talk about anything unless it's creative or unless it's going to, enhance me or enhance us, unless it's business. So, no, I don't feel lonely at all. I'm not lonely for anybody because if they're not ambitious, I don't even want you around me. I don't even want to be around you because we won't be able to relate uh, at all. And been there, done that. So that's how I know that. So, mm-mm, I don't. Mm-mm. I had a friend come in town. He had himself come in town and he called me 3 days before he was going to be here. Like, I'm coming to see you. Cool. You're always welcome. Anybody's always welcome. But Brother Man did not come with any accommodations. So the night before his flight was coming in, I said, let me call and make sure he understands very clearly. Because the last he known when I was in Minnesota, I had a beautiful apartment, shit like that. So I said, let me make sure he knows because I had said it already, but I don't think he got it in the days before. So I called him again. I'm like, I just want to make sure you know I do not have a place for you to stay. Oh, well, I thought I could sleep in the Mercedes mansion with you. Who the fuck does that? No, you didn't think that. You didn't think that. This is a mansion for one. This right here is a mansion for one, baby. There's no room for anybody else. You can't sleep in here with me. But I happily drove him to the motel where they did have a room for him. And I happily slept in the parking lot. And then he was like, I can't believe you'd rather sleep in a car. I said, that's my home. That is my home. I don't, I'm, and then I was looking at the bed. I'm like, I just, this is my home. I said, it's comfortable for me. I said, that's my bed out there. I don't know. And I don't have a black light. I'm not sleeping in here, but I'll sleep out there. And in the morning, we can come and wake and bake and, it's cool. And he was like, I see, like, you for real. Like, yes, I'm for real. This is my home. So when I went in the morning, even he's telling me how he was sleeping on top of everything because he didn't trust it. Well, next time you need to make your accommodations a little bit better. But the Mercedes Mansion, even as I upgrade the Mercedes Mansion, it will always be a space for one. It would always be a space for one because I'm not lonely. I'm not lonely at all. I feel like I'm fucking spoiled rotten. So so let's get to talking about this build. So I met with the builder today. Actually, one of my clients referred me to him. He worked on all the woodwork in his office. So I gave him my ideas and he said he's going to sketch up some things because what I'm thinking, I will have. So right now my camera and tripod is set up right behind the passenger seat. And I've decided that I'm going to take out my passenger seat and take out the back seat because right now I have this section which is like the biggest part behind the driver's seat, and in the middle I have it folded down. So the way I sleep, I sleep with my head right here. This is my head pillow right here. So I sleep with my head here. I lay the front passenger seat all the way back. I scoot it up. I lay it all the way back. First, I do set up my toilet. I set up my toilet, get it all ready, cover it up, and it stays right here behind the passenger seat under there. I move it all the way up, lay it all the way back, and it meets the back seat. Put my pillows over it, cover it up. So I sleep like this, so I can stretch all the way out. And so what I've decided to do is put my bed platform behind the passenger side. But again, I'm going to have my passenger seat removed. So I'll be sleeping like this. And I told him I wanted to have, from the inside, have it like be able to lift up and have storage underneath. And then, like, the last half of it, I want to have like a pull out table or drawer so that I can open my back window, pull it out, and also have storage in there, hopefully to keep my propane tank, to keep, cooking utensils and different things like that. And that'll pull all the way out. But I want to have it kind of adjustable to where if I don't want to extend it all the way, I can just extend it a little bit and use it like that. And here's where I really need his expertise. Oh, and so these little bitty windows right here, they go in a couple of inches. I don't need these windows like to see out of. So I told him that I want to have like a cabinet created, you know. And I'm hoping he'd be able to do the door with like a roll up type of door so it's not taking up any space from having to open it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. He'll come up with something, I'm sure, and I hope it's dope. But both of those windows I want to, just black out and then be able to use them as storage. And I'll have, like, it's really spacious. I feel like this is so spacious. And my exit strategy is I'll either drive it until the mofo just die, you know what I mean? Like completely dead, or I'll sell it to a mobile dweller. So, because I'm going to sell the seats once I take them out, like I don't need them. I'm just going to completely get rid of them. And that's my exit strategy. And I told him also that I have to have space for this. Like I want this hung up somewhere. It says star of the show. Star of the motherfucking show. So, yeah, I really like that. So, that I want to have somewhere in a permanent spot. However, wherever, it doesn't even matter. Like, if he put it up here, I'm totally okay with that. I think it'll be super cute. So, again, the space, the living in a small space. You hear people say it all the time, you got to stay organized living in such a small space and things like that. The challenge is it's not always easy. So, like, you use things. And so, right now, why I mentioned the laundry, right now, my, for one, the rest of my fur is right here because I still have things to do with it. And my laundry bag is down there, but it's taking up so much space, especially once it gets full of dirty clothes. So now I'm losing access to my drawer right here, which has my clothes in it. And for me, oh shit. For me, little things like that doesn't frustrate me to any type of point because for one, it's just temporary. I am getting it built out. And for two, this was a choice that I made. In 2017, I explored my options And once I tried renting a room, and from there went to moving into Hotel Honda, I adjusted. I did what I needed to do to make it comfortable for me, because that was the choice that I made, and I knew that was a choice that I was going to be comfortable with. From the first night I slept in Hotel Honda, and I had gotten the best sleep. Uh, Actually, the second night. The first night I was uncomfortable. I was in a parking lot. I was like, I don't want nobody to know I'm sleeping in here. My windows were not covered or anything like that. But by the second night, yeah, I was like, okay, okay, let me figure this out, because I can dig this. And just I kept downsizing, I kept downsizing. So now, it is a bit of a challenge to keep the space clean. However, when you have everything you need and everything has a place, it's really not that difficult. For me, the most difficult and annoying little spot, and I do have a vacuum in my Amazon Mercedes Mansion needs shopping list, is the floor. Like when I get in and out, and I'm cognizant of not deliberately just tracking in dirt, but that for me is, I would say, the most frustrating, is the dirt that just gets concentrated in one little spot from getting in and out. And I keep pointing right here because I mostly get in and out when I'm not driving. I mostly get in and out of the back passenger door because I sleep right here. So I get in and out right there. Once my bed is set up, or if I'm moving around throughout the day, I'm coming in and out right there. So it's just hay, grass, you know what I mean? Whatever, right down there. So that is that is the most annoying, and I just try not to look at it, and I'll take my mat and dump it out, but it doesn't solve the problem. So I'll probably get floor tiles so I can just pick up one, you know, and dump it out and clean it like that. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So we did discuss, and I'm going to be documenting the entire build. Um, but I'm going to post that documentary will be probably the first video series on the official Mercedes Mansion SUV Life YouTube channel. But I don't know. I'm hoping that they do something better with my lights, because I was just anxious to see them. So I just put them up myself and stuck them with some T-pins. But I want everything to, look proper and look like it's a mansion. And I think it will. So although mobile dwelling, SUV life, van life does come with its challenges, if you can overcome those challenges, just like with anything in life, there is an amazing journey on the other side. And it doesn't matter if you're a full-time mobile dweller or if you're a traveler, um, whatever the case may be, it's it's still worth it. Like you said, you did it for 2 days. Even that is better than not doing it at all. That you got a taste of it, and it's better than not even trying it, and then the people that knock it and never even camped in their car, like never even slept in their car at all. And also, you have the society stigma. People say all kind of stuff to me, but I go through that with being an entrepreneur. Yes, it's real. I've had people tell me I should get a real job, and shit like that. I've had people, talk shit and just say some of the most awful things, but I had to realize that they are just projecting their limitations, because I don't have any. And as disciplined as I am, And the fact that I put every dime back into my business is proof that um, anything that I'm doing, it will be very well successful. So the fact that, people, well, why do you live in your car, and why do you, it's a choice. It is a choice that I'm comfortable with, that I'm happy with, and I wouldn't change it. It's the freedom for me. I don't need to have the same view every day. And I don't, for me personally, I have a couple of friends who said this about themselves, but for me, I don't need to live behind walls and a locked door, in a stationary environment for me to feel stable, because my mindset is so strong, and my mind and my heart are in the same place and traveling on the same road together. There's no treason between either. um, I'm completely, I feel stable because I am. You know what I mean? I feel stable because um, my mind is stable. I can, and for me, that is stability. So, I understand some people actually need to go and have this cage that they lock themselves into to feel stable, to feel a sense of stability and security. And I'm not that person. I am a nomad. Um, and that's just who I am. I like to move around. I can't imagine living in the same place. I can't imagine living where I was born my whole life. Like, to me, that this world is so much bigger. This country itself. So, and my ambitions are much bigger than St. Louis, Missouri. There's no way I could have just lived in St. Louis. My mother took me out. And so, even Minnesota, my ambitions are way to stay in one spot. Global dweller, minimum with maximum potential, effort and energy. I like I like being in a small space. I feel safe. I feel comfortable. I like being mobile and having my own home. You know what I mean? All in one place. Like Chrome say, my home has a steering wheel and wheels. Like, that is dope. That's dope as hell to me. And it's a mansion. I live in a mansion. So just know that if you are up for the challenges, and if you are a, a problem solver, um, and you like adventure, you like freedom, the freedom to really be able to uh, define your life for yourself, the freedom to be able to um, carve out a lane for yourself and make your own rules. My bad, y'all. When I get close like that, I'm digging in here because me and Owly are about to get acquainted. You know it. Damn. And I got all these empty containers. This one was some sativa. Now it's empty. And this one was indica. It's empty as well. Oh no. There's a little bit in there, but that's pretty much empty. That's empty. But this is the one. Yes, this is the one that I'm looking for. That one's not empty. And this is actually the dispensary I was at, where I found my videographer, who is the official videographer now that I hired for Creative Nomad Media Group. Yes, stoners unite. So, anyway, guys, I'm not gonna keep y'all. I really just wanted to come on here and chat about that. because social media, social media, social media. I love social media. However, I think people really need to start thinking and exploring maybe a little more, because social media, baby, it have people all fucked up. It really have people all fucked up and thinking that you can go from W-2 employee to successful entrepreneur and business owner in 6 months. And that is a complete fucking falsehood. Not just in my journey, but in real life. You know, I study billionaires and I've been studying billionaires and multimillionaires for quite some time. And it just doesn't work like that. Social media shows people on, because social media is just a thing. It's not, it can't do anything without human beings. People on social media, on YouTube, I scroll past so many and I'm like, oh my God, I can't. They just make van life and mobile dwelling look like it's just an epic event every single time. You know, so it's really tantalizing, and people that really don't know see it and are so attracted and think, oh my God, I want that. I want that life. I want to be happy like that all the time. And I want those beautiful views. If you're not happy already with who you are, van life isn't going to make you happy. Van life, SUV life, car life, mobile dwelling is not going to solve your problems. It isn't going to miraculously take you from being a complainer to now you're just grateful and happy. It's not going to happen. Start by being grateful where you are for what you have. And that's what I was about to say before I cut myself off talking about something. I don't know. But I was about to say one of my favorite affirmations, even before I bought the Mercedes mansion, is this one right here. Everything I have is all that I need. Everything that I need is all that I have. Everything I desire, I will receive because my reality is created by me. And this is why I don't complain. Because when I really break it down, everything that I have in here is absolutely exactly everything that I need. Everything that I need, every little bitty thing that I need is exactly what I have in here. No more, no less. All of my desires, everything that I desire to have, that I'm working my ass off with my two businesses to achieve, I will have, because I control my life. I control my destiny. I control my future by staying present, staying grateful, paying attention to what's happening right now. And this is how I can control what happens in the future, by staying present. I'm not living in the past. I'm not giving myself anxiety over what hasn't even come yet. The only moment is this moment, this one, this one, now this one. These are the only moments. So for me, this is why, for one, I still feel like I'm spoiled, like my fam, like, you know, my aunt and my mom always spoiled me. I still feel spoiled. Probably more so now, because I'm living life and I'm thriving and I'm making my way in my lane and I'm killing shit in my lane on my own terms. So I feel even more spoiled when I'm out here driving, going to my client's house or going, you know, here, there, or wherever, and I'm able to just be peaceful, no road rage, and it feels like I just float. When I get out and I'm walking, like I'm on such a cool stroll, because I'm not in no rush. Like, I've set up my schedule and my life to fit me. I'm not in a rush. Even when I'm in a rush, I'm still more leisurely than the motherfuckers who got all the time in the world, because they got the angst of just the life that they've created, thinking that they don't have any other choice. But we don't realize that every choice we make is a choice that we make. Nobody forced you to. You may not like all of the options that are available to you, so you choose the one that best fits you according to what society says. But that's one thing. I'm grateful for everything in life. I'm grateful for the challenges. I'm grateful for. I don't. I just. I have no reason to complain. I have absolutely no reason to complain. I got fucking white faux fur walls. I live in a mansion. I got colored lights to further enhance this pretty brown skin. I got space galore. I got a stove. And I bought this. I'm telling you, I was ready. I was in the morning, I was going to be killing it. Killing it. Now I got to take that fucking thing back. And one more day, I'll be able to make my own coffee. But see, everything that I need is all that I have. Everything that I have is all that I need. I don't need anything else. And once I need something else, I'll have it at the time that I need it. And the shit, it's just a beautiful cycle. So I'm not gonna keep y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy first day of the week. Um, I'm on Pacific time, so it's probably close to Monday, depending on where y'all are at. But yes, have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna have a toke and have a little sip. One of my clients gave me this. So apparently there's no sugar, and this is a Pinot Noir, and it's pretty decent. So yeah, I'm parked for the night. I do not drink and drive ever at all. Actually, that's a lie because I did have to go buy dinner tonight because again, I wasn't able to make my turkey leg. And I had a blueberry margarita at the place. So, but just one, and that was it. And it's like 10 minutes from where I'm at, and that's it. So I guess I lied. But once I start like killing this bottle of wine, I'm parked for the night, which I'm parked for the night anyway, because as you see, my windows are closed. Everything's shut down, and we're about to call it a night. So, um, again, you guys enjoy your journey. If you are a mobile dweller, whoop, whoop. If you are thinking about it, just know that, again, it comes with challenges, but it is absolutely worth it. Consider the space you need, and I would say get something that you need. I've heard people say start with what you have, but if you know already your hard must haves, then uh, define those, know what your must haves are, and get something that will accommodate that as far as space, right? Get something that will accommodate that. If it has to be a van, get that so that you can be comfortable. That is the most important thing, is to have a space large enough to where you can have all of the amenities that will make you comfortable. And that is the key. I'm very comfortable in this right here, right now, even with the no build. I'm extremely comfortable. I love it. Um, it's gonna be even more comfortable once I get it built out, and I'm so fucking excited about that. But my recommendation is not to start with whatever you have. My recommendation is to know exactly what your must-haves are, and then get something that will fit all of those must-haves, and make sure that you're able to sleep comfortably. If you're not able to sleep comfortably, I don't mean because of the outside noise. I mean, make sure whatever you're sleeping on is comfortable. Like me, I've never been able to, even as a little girl, it was tough for me to do the pallets and sleeping on the floor because it just, even as a little girl, would hurt my hips. So I needed like a mattress on the floor. So even in here, like sleeping on my seat is very comfortable, and I got a couple pillows and then the little dog pad, which the dog pad is not so comfortable anymore. However, my my bed will be, but I sleep great in here. So that is another thing. Make sure your sleeping setup is very comfortable for you. I think that is a key to being a mobile dweller, and get a space that will accommodate your absolute must-haves, because you shouldn't have to, just because you are mobile dwelling. Like, if you need a toilet, which I highly recommend, if you need a shower, if you need um some kind of little sink or basin or whatever, get something that will accommodate that. If you need to have hanging clothes, you can just, your must haves again, get something that will accommodate that. And I think that will help you to be more comfortable and to feel like you're not missing out on any of those amenities, on any of the luxuries that you have from living stationary. So that is my advice uh, to anyone looking into it. And I think if you do that, then you can start off small by, just if you're still living somewhere. And I even said this when I was in Hotel Honda. Just start off sleeping a weekend or a couple of nights while you still, have your house or apartment. Um, then go a little further, go camping one night, or a weekend or whatever, and then just kind of get acclimated and adjust like that, instead of going boom, all in one shot, cold turkey, full hog, from getting rid of your place to now you're living in this, because it is a big adjustment. So if you still have a place and you do it little by little to see how you need to sleep, how you need to lay, um, just get an idea of you in the space. I think that'll make the transition a lot smoother and a lot easier, instead of just, trying to do it all at once, because the fucking YouTube videos look so amazing, and everybody has these beautiful builds, and just these beautiful sceneries, and the thumbnails just are fucking to die for. I'm just trying to, help prevent set anybody being set up for failure, because it is not glamorous like that. It is not. It's glamorous, I think, the point of view that the perspective that we take on it. But it ain't like, okay, I'm gonna end on this, but I have to say it. I have to say it because I don't think anybody's really giving y'all the raw deal. Now, one of the reasons why I like to park directly by a dumpster, so on the Pacific Ocean where I'm at, like on the boardwalk, they have a bunch of big black trash cans set out for people to throw their trash, because there's a walk and a bike trail right up here, and also for the people that walk their dogs, so they can put their dog's waste in there. They got the doggy bags and stuff like that. So I like to park right by a dumpster instead of having to walk here or there, because when I use the bathroom during the night and I lay my thing back down and now my toilet is still here covered up full, I like to in the morning just be able to take it right out and be done with it. You know what I mean? And that's just what I do. It's not a problem for me, and it doesn't matter. And I, for one, I number two, write it like this is my home and this is my toilet. I don't feel no type of way about using my toilet inside my home at all. I'm not about to just do a number one in that big ass plastic bag and then just throw trash in there or whatever the case may be, and then have to drive to Planet Fitness or somewhere to go number two. Like, to me, that is just silly to me. And I'll tell you this, when I met with my videographer the day that I hired them, when I met with them, and after we had lunch, and I said, can I show you my home? I first opened the back door, and the very first thing that Ness said is, "It smells bomb in here." And I really enjoyed that compliment because I do I put a lot of effort into making sure, just like when I lived in an apartment, I love a good smelling place. So I always had candles in the glade. Like, I like a good smelling place, and I like to actively smell my place. So when she said that, I'm like, that's exactly what I'm going for. So it doesn't matter if I number two in here and it's got to sit overnight. It's rare that I happen to have to move my bowels either during the night or right before I go to sleep, and then it has to sit in there. It's rare, but that has happened one time, but it is rare. However, if it does happen, I don't feel any type of way, because again, with the way my toilet is, and once it's closed, everything stays in there, and again, in the morning, I take it right out, and I don't have to go and find a trash can. I like to park right by one. So being a mobile dweller, you really can make it as convenient as you want to. And that's another reason why I don't like parking in residential areas, because from the morning, now I got to drive around and find a dumpster to put, to empty my toilet. And I don't like that. Like, during the week and Saturday, Monday through Saturdays, my days are way too busy to be having to figure out where I'm going to dump my toilet before I go to the gym. No, 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 no. But you can make your own conveniences. You can make it as convenient as you like. And that's what I like, because you can't do that living stationary. Your place is where it is. You can't pick it up and move it. If you got to drive 25 minutes to get to the highway, and then you got another, 30-minute drive on the highway, that's what it's always going to be. As long as you live there, it's always going to be that. Now, I can choose to park. There's a little spot that I can park that is 7 minutes from my very first client's house, and I think 12 minutes from the gym. I can choose to park there at any time. At any time. It's dry. It's just a commercial area, is dry as hell. And I don't like to wake up to that. So I choose not to park there. But that's my choice, because I want the luxury and convenience. I love waking up, opening my windows, and seeing the palm trees and the ocean, and seeing people out there jogging and bike riding and playing volleyball and doing the yoga, and the surfers coming with their boards. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I get it for free. For free. Like, you can't tell me I'm not spoiled. You cannot tell me I'm not spoiled. And these are amenities, like, for these houses that live right here, right behind me. Like, I'm even closer to the fucking ocean than they are. And they're paying some pretty motherfucking pennies. They're paying some pretty pennies to live right there and have that same view every day. Them same malls every day. Every day. Every day, every day. And one of my clients has a house so goddamn beautiful, with a view so amazing. And his fiance is like, "Yeah, you're right. I barely even come out here. I barely come out here." And I believe it, because she's just immune to it. I wouldn't want that to be my view every single day. I can enjoy it because I'm only out there 3 days a week, and I'm just in and out. But would I get immune to it if that was my view every single day? Yeah. Yeah, at some point you wouldn't even see it. So it's the freedom. So it's the freedom. All right, you guys. Again, I'm gonna go for real this time. So you guys have an amazing Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in with me on this Sunday evening. Goodbye from me and Owly and this good indica in this bowl. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.